Hello, football fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, the Waco Lions host the Rudder Rangers. I'm Lark Smith with the coach Butch Henry, and Coach, what can we expect from the Rudder Rangers?
Well, they've not won a game so far this year, but like Marty Herbst told me, you don't ever underestimate your opponent. After losing the close one last week, A&M consolidated. Waco High already has one loss in district. They need to bounce back tonight, but they'll be a little short-handed. DJ Crane will not play tonight. DJ Mangum, not DJ Crane, because of an injury. So you may see Terrence Hamilton and Jalen Harris playing both ways some of the time tonight. So that'll be interesting to watch that. And I know Rudder would like to get a win, but it's a pretty new school. They only have 35 or 36 guys on the roster. So we'll see, but it does start nothing. And it is homecoming. So let's make all the exes happy.
All right, sounds like a good idea. It is homecoming for the Waco Lions. You got the Lions taking on the Rangers, and it's next right here on Waco ISD TV.
Yeah. You go first?
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Scarlet Line and the Little Red Line.
Try and keep your lips the same size. It's on. Is it not on? Hey, PA, turn it on.
And now Waco High School proudly presents the 2017 Line Pride Marching Band. The 2017 Waco High Line Pride Band is under the direction of Scott Stuhler, Tyler Sage, and Rachel Whipple. Percussion is instructed by David Johnson and Adrian Rodriguez. The color guard is instructed by Cherie Wingett. Visual instructors are Alex Wynn, Matt Block, Austin Holder, and Mickey Nelson. Student drum majors are Zach Heldenbrand and Andrew Ramirez. The outstanding band members of the week are Hope Aguilar, Jessica Farmer, and Ramiro Alvarez. The outstanding band parents of the week are every parent. Yay, band! Tonight, the band will be performing this season's competition show entitled Evolve, featuring original music by Scott Stuhler, Ted Riker, Frank Sullivan, and John Meehan. Drum majors Andrew Ramirez and Zach Heldenbrand, is your band ready? Line Pride Band, take the field in performance. The 2017 Lion Pride Band would like to thank you for your support this evening. We would also like to give a big thank you to all of our band musicians for their tremendous efforts and support this season. Yay, band boosters. The band would like to thank all of the Waco ISD School Board members, Superintendent Dr. Marcus Nelson, Waco High Principal Ed Love, and Dean Lisa.
Waco Lions entering the field for tonight's game against the Rudder Rangers in front of the homecoming crowd here. The Lions come into tonight's game 3-2 on the season, trying to stop a 2-game losing streak after losing their district opener last week to A&M Consolidated 35-31. Coach, in that game, they had the lead with about 5 minutes to go, but A&M Consolidated able to score within 2 minutes left in the game.
A&M Consolidated threw a pass. The Waco High defender had it in his hands. It kind of popped up in the air, and A&M Consolidated caught it, and the rest is history.
So they're just that far away from being 1-0 in district play. They started the season with a 41-17 win over San Antonio Roosevelt right here at Waco ISD Stadium. They came back the next week to a home game against Killeen and won 52-20. Then went on the road for the first time this year and lost to beat Harker Heights 42-35. So Marty Herbst's team started out 3-0 before losing at Midway 42-7, and then losing last week at A&M Consolidated 35-31. This is the 6th year for Marty Herbst to be the head coach of the Waco Lions. Comes into tonight's game with a record for the Lions of 32 wins and 29 losses. The Rudder Rangers are under the direction of first-year head coach Greg Morgan. He is 0-4 to start his coaching career in the College Station area. They started off at Del Valley, losing 27-7, and then went to Hutto and dropped a 45-7 decision. Then they had their open date for the year before having their first home game. That was against Jasper, a 36-7 loss. And this last week they played their final non-district game against Houston St. Pius, losing 49-0. Coach, this is a team in 4 games that's only scored 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that, it's a young school. I guess this may be the 3rd year for Rudder. It's not very old, and their freshman team's undefeated, but they're not void of talent. There's a young man you need to watch tonight, number 24, Cavante Johnson. He is their bell cow, and as he goes, so goes Rudder. So maybe they've improved a little bit, but you know what, like we talked on the pregame, you never underestimate your opponent.
Johnson comes in as the only person to have scored touchdowns for Rudder this year. 404 yards on 87 carries, so he does average about 100 yards a game, so he's definitely going to be their bell cow. The Waco Lion Junior ROTC has presented the colors at midfield. It's time for our national anthem.
May God bless these families and God bless America. At this time, we'll have the singing of our national anthem this evening by the Waco High School Choir. At this time, we will remain standing. We'll have the playing of Texas Arts, Texas.
Captain's about to meet at midfield here in a moment. Coach, who's our officiating crew tonight?
These officials tonight from the College Station chapter. Our referee is Rick Hall. Umpires Reginald Adams. Head linesman O.C. Whitfall. Line judge is Travis McLeod, and the back judge is Ron Kozer.
Captains tonight for the Rudder Rangers will be number 7, Isaiah Searcy, number 10, Dominic Spear, and number 42, Hunter Dobbins. For Waco High, you've got number 2, Javon Ridge, number 5, Michael Stimson, number 50, David Chavez, and number 57, Eduardo Perez.
What's the weather like, Clark?
Oh, we got some great weather for football tonight. A clear sky overhead, 82 degrees, a relative humidity of 49%. The winds out of the south-southeast at about 10 miles per hour.
See, Tate, you didn't know at one time he was a meteorologist. Did you know? I'm telling you.
Yeah, that means the wind's going to be blowing from right to left on your TV screen tonight at only about 10 miles per hour.
Line judge, Travis McLeod, and back judge, Ron Kozer.
Now, that one captain out there for Rudder, Hunter Dobbins, he started the year as their quarterback. I'm going to believe that other quarterback, Felix Condi, was apparently injured for that first week. Hunter Dobbins, number 42 on your program, the very first week was 11 of 19 passing for 132 yards. But this is a team that does not pass much. They've only completed 19 passes out of 48 tries for 170 yards. So
they run a I formation a lot of the times, similar to the old Johnny Tusa offense, which you don't see that much anymore. Now, they will run out of the spread, but they like to keep the football on the ground. And who's going to be the quarterback? I don't know. It may be Giovanni Madison, number 12. I don't know yet.
We'll find out.
They played several different ones this year.
They have.
Homecoming crowd on hand tonight for the Waco line. Now, did y'all guys, when you were at Richfield, did y'all have a homecoming king and queen?
No, sir. Just a homecoming queen.
Just a queen. So you didn't have a chance at that?
No, sir. Did not have a chance at it. Would have liked to have had a chance at the homecoming queen, though. Prettiest girl in school won homecoming. Girl by the name of Marsha Allen. And she still comes to all of our reunions.
Does she really? Good.
Waco High will be kicking off. Coach, I thought the UIL did away with these tone-on-tone numbers.
It was supposed to.
It's going to be a little difficult
in fact,
to
the
read.
officials are supposed to. It's supposed to be cost them a timeout. I don't know what. I think it's going to start the game that way.
We've already got something being announced by the referee, Rick Hall.
We're not in compliance.
Yeah.
So we got a timeout. Rudder.
That's what he said.
Yep, call them a timeout.
For not being compliant with their uniforms.
That's exactly right. I'm glad to see them do that. That's what it's supposed to be. They gave them a year of grace last year, but this year there's not such a thing.
Deep man is number 12, Giovanni Madison. On the near side is Marquise Johnson. And on the far side is Davion Calhoun.
That man is cat quick, Calhoun.
Yes, sir.
I guarantee you.
Chris Escala has it on the south 40, getting ready to kick it away and get this one going. Going to come to the near side to Johnson and goes in and out of the end zone. So the Rangers will start off at their own 25-yard line.
I guess we're fixing to find out who the quarterback will be and start off. And they're going to have a big dose tonight of Cavante Johnson, number 24. So you can keep your eyes on that young man. And I'm anxious to see how much defense that Terrence Williams and Jalen Harris will play tonight. Terrence Hamilton, not Terrence Williams. Because they're running short with DJ Mangum out.
Looks like it's going to be Hunter Dobbins in at quarterback. Number 42 will be the starting quarterback. Again, he started the very first game of the season for the Rangers. Hands it off to his tailback. That's Johnson. Johnson loses the football, and Waco High is on top of it. Coming up with the football is the Marion Lions for Waco High in the one play, and it goes basically for 10 yards, but Waco High gets it on the fumble.
You see that ball bouncing around there, and here comes the line to see who the young man is. Number 18 recovered that, so that was the Marion Lions. So Waco High set up shop, got a break early.
Well, 8 seconds is all that the Rangers have the football before Waco High takes over at the Rudder 35-yard line. Jalen Harris, quarterback. Has Terrence Williams in the backfield with him, along with Edward Coleman. Or excuse me, that's LaDon King who's bouncing off folks, and King gets it down to the 26-yard line, a gain of 9 on the play.
You know, Don King is his young man's got a lot of quickness. You see right there, they had him stopped at the line of scrimmage. He bounced out and picked up a few yards for him. In fact, picked up about 8 or 9, didn't he?
Picked up 9. That's his 33rd carry of the year for 145 yards. Jalen Harris on the keeper, gets it down inside the 15 and picks up the first down.
You see Jalen Harris right there just using that speed to get to the outside. Finally went out of bounds, but young man you got to watch defense for Rudder is number 54, Jacoby Nuthall. He is a good one.
Harris picked up 11 on that play. Straight ahead dive by Terrence Hamilton. He's turned around pretty quick, but there's also a flag on the play. Hamilton only gets a yard out of it, but we'll see what the meaning of the penalty flag is. Say it's a hold against Rangers. No, it's against Waco High. I'll be all right.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Jordan Banda with the hold. Brings up the 1st and 20. Back at the 25-yard line. Harris looking to pass to one side, now throws underneath and overthrows Williams, his target.
Quinn Williams is the second leading receiver on this team behind Josh Hamilton, and he looked for him there. He was open, but he overshot him just a little bit.
Jalen Harris came in completing 21 of 54 passes for 375 yards, but does have 5 of the 6 passing touchdowns. Handoff goes to Hamilton, coming around to the left side. Another flag at the line of scrimmage as Hamilton dives forward to the 21-yard line.
Here comes Hamilton right into your living room. This play's probably coming back, I would imagine.
Personal foul. Chop block.
Offense, number 78 and 52 with a high-low combo. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Ouch, that moves it all the way back to the 40. Coach, they started this at the 35.
Yes, they did. They're going the wrong way right now.
Still second down. They have to get all the way to the 5-yard line to pick up a first down. Pump fake by Harris. He'll try to run it up the middle, but he'll only get it basically back to the line of scrimmage.
He's finally brought down by Thomas Carter. Brian Rudder.
So no gain for Harris.
You're not looking for him to go maybe to Michael Stimson here or Quinn Williams.
Yeah, this is a 4-point play here. You need to at least get in the field goal range.
Yep.
Harris looking to pass, steps into the pocket, has Quinn Williams across the middle, and he splits the difference and gets into the end zone for the touchdown from 40 yards out.
I tell you what, Rudder came on a blitz that time, and the Waco High offensive line picked it up very well. You see Quinn Williams right there. Nice pass for Jalen Harris. He's taking it to the house.
Chris Lascada in to try to add on the extra point. Splits the uprights, 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Waco High draws first blood on the 40-yard pass from Jalen Harris to Quinn Williams.
That was a thing of beauty that time. And by the way, young man not Curtis, but Katavia Norman, the one they call Catfish defensive lineman, he is out for the season. DJ Mangum will not play tonight. They'll have an open day next week. Hope he can rest up and be ready for Temple the following week. Because they're probably going to need all hands on deck for the Wildcats.
Though the touchdown pass was for 40 yards, that was a 35-yard drive because they started at their own 35. Took them 5 plays and a minute 44 to get on the scoreboard. Taking advantage of that early turnover as Rudder got the opening kickoff but lost the ball on a fumble on their very first offensive play.
And to be honest with you, I thought Johnson made a pretty good little run until he coughed it up. Very, very slim crowd on the far side, as you can see by watching your TV screen. Probably more people in the band and the pep squad than there are in the stands. Nice crowd on Waco High side. Of course, homecoming brings them out.
Skada makes his approach. Once again, will come toward the near side, but this one will go out of bounds. We'll see what head coach Greg Morgan wants to do, whether to make Waco High re-kick or just take the penalty and take the ball at the 30. He's going to take that 5-yard penalty, and it's going to be at the 30-yard line for the Rudder Rangers. Second time they've had the ball.
Now, do not see Jalen Harris or Terrence Hamilton in on defense right now.
Once again, it's Hunter Dobbins as the quarterback. Sends 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. That one receiver comes in motion. That's Johnson. He gets the handoff. And Johnson holds on to it this time and gets it up to the 39-yard line. A nice gain by Cavante Johnson there.
I imagine you'll see Cavante Johnson carry the ball at least 25 times tonight because he, like I say, he is their bell cow. You see right there, he's a tough runner.
Picked up 9 on the play. Second down and 1. Rudder started the night with just 490 yards of rushing offense in their 4 games. A whistle at the start of the play. Flags on the near side from the linesman. Matter of fact, got one on each side.
Yeah, I think most likely procedure against Rudder.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 63. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Brings up a second down at 6 at the Rudder 34. Hand off to Johnson going to the left, looking for some daylight, and gets it across the 40 to the 41, and will pick up the first down.
Yeah, they quarterbacks under center more than most teams that we've seen so far this year.
A 7-yard gain for Johnson. 2 carries for 16 yards, plus he's also fumbled once. High formation behind Dobbins, who pitches to Johnson. Johnson running downhill to the near side, tries to get around the corner and forced out of bounds by DeAndre Basie.
Once again, Devontae Johnson running that power sweep. You see right there, have a couple of blockers in front of him. One of the guards was pulling. Here he comes, cuts to the outside, picks up good yards. Finally knocked out of bounds by DeAndre Basie.
Yeah, I think 15-yard pickup is good yards. Picks up the second first down in the drive. Right now, it's not student body left, student body right. It's Johnson left and Johnson right. Pass in the flat is complete to Calhoun, and nice job on defense there by the Marion Lions.
Yeah, he did an outstanding job of making that tackle. Take one more look at it. Pass out in the flat, had a blocker right out in front of him.
Give him a yard pickup.
Nice tackle by Lions.
Second down and 9 from the 43. Out of the shotgun this time. Hand it off to Johnson. A little problem at the juncture, and jumping on the football for Waco High at the bottom of the pile is Corey Ebron, and it's Waco High's ball again.
You know, Rudder's in a situation they had a decent drive going. They cannot afford any turnovers, but you'll see Corey Ebron, a young man that's really played well this year for Waco High, at the bottom of the pile with the football.
So Waco gets the ball for the second time on the turnover. This time they get it in their end of the field, but it's at their own 45-yard line, 55 yards away. Josh Hamilton checks into the backfield along with Jalen Harris. Harris looking to pass, looked at Hamilton in the flat, now goes deep to Williams and overthrows it. Williams was running a post route and looked like it was a flag route that was thrown.
And I tell you, Quinn Williams was wide open down the middle of the field. There's nobody within 10 yards of him, so we may see them come back with a throw that same type of play to Quinn Williams a little bit.
Already struck once from long distance to Williams, a 40-yard touchdown pass. That was on a 3rd and 35 from their 40-yard line. Yep, got a false start. Trying to get a head start was Chris Wilburn.
He jumped just a little bit early that time.
3rd down and 15, back at the Waco 40. Clock stopped with 7:55 to go in the first quarter. Handoff to Terrence Hamilton. Tried to cut it back to his left. Only got it up to the 41-yard line for a gain of 1.
Best I can tell, he was brought down by C.J. Wilson that time. I say those numbers are very difficult to read. They must have not received that email from UIL a couple of years ago.
Either that or didn't have it in the budget to get new uniforms. 3rd and 14. King goes in motion. Rolling that way is Harris. Now he comes back to the near side, trying to cut it back inside, loses his footing and will be corralled and dropped for a loss back to the 41. Actually, that'll be no gain on the play.
I believe
I'm
that's
sorry, he's at 39 minus 2.
C.J. Wilson again. Actually not on the tackle. Nobody made the tackle, but there's C.J. Wilson was the first man on the scene. And Jalen Harris just slipped.
So Chris Escada, sorry, it's not Escada in the punt. Looks like it's going to be Raul Toribio to do the punting. Calhoun back deep. Left-footed punter comes to the sideline with it and takes a nice Waco roll, but makes it all the way into the end zone. A 61-yard punt by Toribio. It comes out to the 20. Where Rudder will have it with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in the first quarter, trailing 7-0.
I really thought that punt was going to be maybe take a left turn around the 5-yard line, but did not happen.
Third time Rudder has the football. They're just trying to hold on to it for a full series of downs. They've coughed it up twice now. Dobbins pitches it back to Johnson on the sweep around the left side. Gets so by one shoestring tackle and then dives out of bounds around the 27-yard line for a pickup of 7.
Their offense right now reminds me of a lot of the old John Tyler offense when Alan Wilson was coaching. They'd run sweep to the left, sweep to the right. You knew what they were doing, but you couldn't stop it.
Sweep to the left, sweep to the right, stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
Yep.
You think Avante Johnson sleeps well on Saturday morning?
I bet he does.
He's got the football again, some nice blocking up front for him. He will take it up to the 34-yard line for another 7-yard pickup.
I bet he's already got 7 or 8 carries at least, don't you think? First quarter.
He got him with 7 now. Those 7 in a row. Gives him 45 yards on those 7 carries. First and 10 at the Ranger 34-yard line. Johnson in motion. Tries to turn it back inside. He's met by a wall of red. Maybe gets a couple of yards up to the 38.
Anthony Eastland led the charge that time for the Waco High Lions.
2nd down and 6 from the 38 after that 4-yard pickup. I don't see, well, they've completed 1 pass so far. Again, they don't pass a whole lot. Hand off to Johnson on the left side. Waco High defense stiffens up, allows him up to the 43. Still going to be shy of the first down by a couple of yards.
Doc, I don't believe we've seen Big Nakevi and Vincent in the football game tonight so far for Waco High, rig number 99.
It's up 3rd and 1. After that 5-yard pickup. Robbins changing the play. Fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself on the bootleg. He'll have the first down, runs out of bounds, but there is a flag that might bring this one back.
That's kind of a misdirection play. Everybody went to left except the quarterback Dobbins. Here he comes. Nice play, but I think it's for
Holding. Offense number 63. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains 3rd down.
So if they set it down at the 35, the holding penalty occurred at the 45. It needs to be 3rd down and 10 from the 35 after that holding penalty. Empty backfield for Dobbins this time. Fakes the pass, pump fake going down the field. And it's incomplete. Intended on the far side for Larry Brown, but knocked away by Lions.
I tell you, the Marion Lions has played a good game so far. Now you take another look at it, that's just good pass defense right there.
Michael Stimson is going to go back with Quinn Williams to await the punt. It's Dobbins who will do the punting. Got that one up in the air and off the side of his foot and goes out of bounds right in front of Marty Herbst at the 48-yard line in Waco High territory.
I'm surprised Marty didn't call for a fair catch on that one, did you?
Me too. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left to go first quarter. Waco High has a 7-0 lead. They've had the benefit of a couple of Ranger turnovers. Turned one of those into the touchdown on the board. Now they take over at their own 48-yard line. Handoff straight ahead to Terrence Hamilton, and Hamilton is pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line in Rudder territory.
That's what we've been accustomed to watch Terrence Hamilton, just breaking that tackle, stayed on his feet, picked up good yardage.
Picked up 7 yards, brings up a second down and 3. Hamilton straight ahead, tried to sidestep a would-be tackler, but stays on his feet, stiff arms another guy, but he'll grab him by the shirt sleeve and throw him out of bounds. Nice, tenacious defense there by Keedron Caldwell.
Now you've lost a couple of yards there, sets up a 3rd and 5. Oh, this is a passing situation. I think this is a Jalen Harris situation.
3rd down and 5 from the 47. Harris looking to throw back across the middle of the field. He has a man. It's Josh Hamilton. Nice closing speed there by Isaiah Searcy to knock it away.
Oh, that had touchdown written all over it. Searcy came out of nowhere and made a good defensive play. Take another look at it.
He put just the right amount of air under it, but like it was intended for LaDon King. But Waco High will probably get a pooch punt out of this from Michael Stimson.
If they punt it.
If they punt it. They've run a fake punt out of this formation several times this year. Everybody seems to be covered, so Stimson will punt it away. There's nobody back to receive that punt. And brother Josh Hamilton will kill it at about the 13-yard line.
So the Waco High defense once again will come on the field, and they're going to get another heavy dose of the man himself. As you well know, I tell you what, Cavante Johnson, we talked about him on the pregame. He's the real deal. This is and I hate to use the word young, but this team is going to build for the future. It's what they're trying to do. I told you the freshman team's undefeated, so they got some good youngsters coming up.
Rudder takes over at the 14-yard line with 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Cavante Johnson has the football. He goes through a couple of tackles and takes it up to the 25-yard line, picks up 11 and a first down. He's definitely a workhorse, Coach.
Yes, he is. Tackle made by old Dooley Coleman that time. And I feel like sometime tonight, before this evening's over, Cavante Johnson will take one to the house. I really do.
If he doesn't trip over his tongue on the way, he's got to be tired already. Got him with 10 carries for 64 yards right now. That's just the first quarter. He's got it again. Bounces off a couple of Lions and then takes it up to the 31-yard line, a gain of 6. And brings up a second down and 4.
Based on the number of carries this first quarter, another look at him, he could end up with 40 carries tonight if he keeps this pace up.
If it's what you got, that's what you use. center. Dobbins turns and hands it off to his fullback this time. Trying to pick up that number. That's 28.
I believe it's 28. I really do. I can hardly
Let's
tell.
go with 38. Casey
Well,
Shutt. Number 38. S-H-U-T-T. Casey Shutt. Gets it up to the 37. Back they go to Johnson. Johnson takes it up to the 40 for 3 yards there. Shutt a minute ago got 6 yards.
Nice tackle that time by James Evans from Waco High. Waco High defense, like I said, a little bit short-handed with some injuries, but they're hanging in there so far.
Clock continues to roll with 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And off to Johnson, the tailback. He slides a would-be tackler in the backfield and then takes it across the 45 up to the 48, and he's very close to another first down.
I believe they gave it to him.
Indeed they do.
The clock will stop till they set the change, or will it? Maybe not.
Pick up of 8 yards on that one for Johnson. They're going to let the clock run out and end our first quarter of play. After the first 12 minutes, Waco High on top by a score of 7-0 after taking advantage of a fumble recovery on the first play from scrimmage by the Rangers. Now let's join our stadium announcer George Snookhouse for a special presentation.
Where tonight we honor the voices of Waco High School line football. The brothers Bill, Tom, and Joe Nesbitt. Bill, the oldest, is a 1988 honored graduate of Waco High. Bill now resides in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where he works as a cardiologist in the Metroplex. Tom, a 1990 graduate of Waco High School, is a former football letterman and starting safety for the Lions in 1989. Tom is now an attorney in the Austin area. Joe, the youngest, is a proud 1993 graduate of Waco High School, where he participated in soccer. Joe is now a banker in Waco. Please join the athletic department tonight in honoring the Nesbitt brothers, Bill, Tom, and Joe, as we add their names to our lifetime athletic honor roll as our newest members. Congratulations to the Nesbitt brothers.
Well-deserved
Give
honor
them
for
a
those
big
young
round of
men
applause.
who put Waco ISD football or Waco High football on the radio.
Now the Nesbitt boys are doing the radio. They better hurry and get back up there.
I'm just wondering who's doing the play-by-play while
Me
they're down on
too.
the field.
I used to coach a couple of those Nesbitt youngsters there. Good young men.
I believe my mom babysat some of those boys back many years ago. Meanwhile, back to football. Johnson has it once more and gets it up to the 50. 2-yard gain for Johnson on first down.
I tell you, if you're scouting Brian Rudder, they say stop 24, right? Because he's a man.
Well, I think we said that when we started out.
Yep.
Yeah, he averages over 100 yards a game. Nice sidestep. Gets him a little further up the field. Don't you is a 90? No, it's a 98. Still looking for 99, aren't we? It's down to the Waco 48-yard line. 47 for a 3-yard gain on that one.
Just looking for Vincent. I don't even see him on the sideline. I'm not saying not there. My eyes aren't very good, but I don't see it.
So 3rd down and 5. It's the first 3rd down in this drive, which started back at the 14-yard line. Robbins looking to pass, rolls right under pressure. Will get the ball away, and it's incomplete, overthrown. It's amazing he was even able to get the throw off.
He was under duress. There's no question about it. I could not catch the young man's number. Maybe if we have it on the replay we can see his number.
Not so sure it wasn't 47, Tyreek Webb. That's going to bring a punting situation. Waco High sending nobody deep. And it will be Dobbins doing the punting. Well, they snap it to the short man, and he throws a pass, and it's no good. Looks like it was intended for Bladen Reeves. And it'll go over on downs for Waco High near midfield with 10 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first half.
I think Waco High was anticipating that fake punt, don't you?
Kind of do. Josh Hamilton will be in the backfield along with Jalen Harris and Terrence Hamilton, the two Hamilton boys flanking Harris. Harris fakes it to one and throws the interception. Isaiah Searcy with the football will be thrown out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
That was just a bad pass for Jalen Harris. You see right there, and Searcy just picked it off. In fact, he looked like he was the intended receiver. And makes a pretty nice return. So even though the fake punt didn't work, they got the football back.
They get it right back at their own 47-yard line with 10:22 left to go, second quarter. 7-0 is our score. Once again, Hunter Dobbins has the Ranger offense on the field. Hands it off to Johnson on the counter. Runs into big Roderick Eastland, but still gets yardage into Waco High territory to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 on the play.
Khalil Glasker made the tackle for the Lions. I'd give the ball to Cavante Johnson, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. And most likely they're going to follow your orders. He's got it again. It's grabbed around the ankles as he crosses the 50-yard line.
That tackle was made by Jaden Ridge that time. If you look at Johnson, he's around 7 or 8 yards deep. He's dotting the I in that I formation. There's a youngster, kid is a speckled puppy, both of them.
2-yard pickup brings up a 3rd down and 4 from the 47, and Waco High's end of the field. Fakes the handoff. Dobbins looking to throw down the far sideline, is in and out of the hands of his target, basically because of Tiandre Bazy's nice defense. Intended out there for Larry Brown.
I tell you what made that play. They faked the draw play to Johnson. That drew a pretty big crowd, and then Dobbins threw a pretty nice pass, but Basie made a good defensive play on that. So this brings up an apparent punting situation.
Waco High not buying it again, not sending anybody back. Dobbins is back in punt formation. Does punt it. And it checks up for him inside the 10-yard line. Brown gets down there to kill it at about the 8.
So far this game, score-wise, is a lot closer than I thought it would be at this point in the second half. But long way to go.
Waco High's offense just really hasn't kicked it in gear. They got 8:45 left to go in the second quarter, leads 7-0, and has the football probably in their worst field position of the night at their own 8-yard line. Put together a nice sustained drive here and start to take control of this. And Williams comes with the second receiver on the near side. They hand it off to Terrence Williams. Williams trying to get around the corner, unable to do so. And he's going to at least stay out of the end zone before he's tackled. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 1 yard line.
It all started with a high snap from center, and Terrence Hamilton, lucky he didn't get a safety out of this, that he was down before he lost the football.
So it's 2nd down and 17. Jalen Harris looking to the offensive brain trust on the near side and tries to figure out a way to get out of the hole here. That's a good way to hand it off to Terrence Hamilton straight ahead. You got to hand it to that defensive line for the Rangers there, getting to the running backs quick.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job, that big defensive lineman. We talked about Nuthall, number 54, is really playing havoc inside of the tough situation now for Waco High.
Picked up 1, and we got a whistle and a flag. I believe the Rangers were offside, but we'll see if they were drawn off. If they were drawn off, it's not going to be much of a penalty. Certainly help the Lions if it's offside.
Prior to the snap, offside, defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and 11. Out to the 7-yard line. Little breathing room here for the Lions.
I had touching contact on the line.
Fake it to Josh Hamilton. Now Jalen Harris on the keeper, cuts it back inside, dives forward, and I think that extra effort on the dive has picked up the 1st down.
You can see right there, Jalen Harris just has some good moves. You see a little juke move right there, extra effort. Nearly went down, picked up the 1st down. That was a nice play by Jalen Harris.
Giving 12, quickly back to the line of scrimmage. A pass to LaDon King out in the flat and gets a couple of nice blocks. Then body blocks a guy out of his way and finally steps out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Still 7 minutes left in this first half. Waco High has plenty of time to get some more points on the board.
19-yard pickup on that play. Biggest gainer of the night. Hand off to T. Ham, straight up the middle, and he only gets about 2 yards up to the 40 before he's hammered back. At least his plus yardage.
You see LaDon King waving. He's coming off limping just a little bit. That hit on the sideline might have bunged him up just a tad.
That'll put Randy Carpenter in the backfield. Harris back to pass. Looked right, comes back to his left, goes to Josh Hamilton, and Hamilton can't pull it down.
They got a free play that time because I think Rudder was offside.
Flags on both sides. We'll tell our referee, Rick Hall.
Offside, defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
That's twice that Desmond Murphy's been offsides in the last 4 plays.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 3 at the Waco 45. Hand it off to Terrence Hamilton. He'll get the 1st down up at the 49. I believe that was T. Hamilton. Oh, no, it was Randy Carpenter, number 21 with the football.
Khalil Glasker, who wears number 70 for Waco High, the left tackle, a little bit slow getting up, but he's back in the lineup now.
Carpenter picked up 4 and the 1st down from the Waco 49-yard line. Empty backfield for Harris. Has time, throws across the middle. Has Josh Hamilton, and boy, there's no flags there. I could have sworn he was tackled before the ball got there, Coach. Let's see if we can see it on the replay.
There's a pass right there. You see Hamilton coming screen. Yeah, that should have been one, but there wasn't.
Oh, they called holding on Waco High on the play. At the line of scrimmage, apparently. That'll take it back to the 39-yard line. Still be first down, though. Now first down and 20 after the 10-yard holding penalty against Waco High. 6:05 left to go, second quarter. Waco trying to add to a 7-0 lead. Harris getting out from underneath the pressure, is just going to throw it away. Pretty smart play there by Jalen Harris.
Yeah, he was fixing to lose yardage if he'd have kept it, so that was a smart play. Terrence Hamilton is not in the football game right now, probably getting a little breather. I see LaDon King. He looks like he's healthy and ready to go back in also.
Harris just 2 of 7 passing.
Another flag?
Apparently so. Move it back to the 29-yard line. That's another 10-yard penalty.
What was that penalty?
I didn't hear. It'll be second down and 30 at the Waco 29. Well, I guess it's another holding penalty, Coach. This drive started at the 8. This will be the 9th play, and they're only out to the 29, and now we have a delay of game penalty.
Prior to the snap, delay, offense, 5-yard penalty.
I tell you, Marty Herbst is not a happy camper. They've had a couple of second, third, and long situations so far tonight.
Well, the last time they faced 35 yards to get to a first down, they hit a 40-yard touchdown pass. Maybe there's some method in this madness. I don't know. Darian McLean joins into the offensive line. Harris drops back to pass, has time, throws across the middle, and has his man. Gets a nice downfield block from Josh Hamilton. Racing to the sidelines and being pushed out of bounds. Quinn Williams with a nice catch and run.
Yeah, Quinn Williams has been the go-to guy the last couple of football games. Jalen had plenty of time to throw the ball, finds Quinn Williams right across the middle, and Quinn makes a good run.
And all the way down to the 14-yard line. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage quickly. And then I don't see any flags, but
a lot of people moving, wasn't there?
Substituted. The defense has 3 seconds to counter. They have to wait for the whistle.
Okay, there you go.
So there's no flags. At least they get to go from the 14. Randy Carpenter faked the handoff to him. Harris looking to throw in the end zone, throws it away, and there's a flag because LaDon King was in motion.
LaDon King moved, and then he just kind of stopped and lowered his head like maybe they won't see me, but they did.
Offense, number 5.
Now, is Terrence Williams back in the football game? I believe he may be. I don't know.
5-yard penalty. Offense, repeat first down.
No, he's not. I see him on the sideline.
This is the 5th penalty in this drive, 3 against Waco and 2 against Rudder. Again, it started back at the 8-yard line about 3 minutes ago. Harris looking for a target, drops back, drops the screen to Randy Carpenter. Carpenter finds a slot, and he's going to head for the house. 19-yard touchdown screen pass for Waco High puts them up 13-0 with the try for point to come.
People don't realize Randy Carpenter had to go up and one-hand that football to catch it and bring it down. It was a screen pass. Look right there. He goes up one hand, brings it back down, and the rest is history.
Chris Escada on to try the extra point. And puts it through. 5 minutes, 29 seconds left to go before halftime, and Waco High takes a 14-0 lead.
That was a good call on that screen pass. I love screen passes anyway, but I'm going to tell you right now that Randy Carpenter, people don't realize he made a heck of a catch just to grab the football. Look at it one more time. Goes up, one hand brings it back down, tucks it in, and there he goes. He goes untouched into the end zone.
So after 9 plays and 5 penalties, they covered 92 yards in 3 minutes and 16 seconds to score for the second time tonight. And that's really the first sustained drive for either club this evening.
I tell you, Waco High likes that 3rd and long, don't they?
Apparently so. They scored on a 40-yard touchdown pass on a 3rd and 35. And then overcame a 2nd and 35 with the big pass that set up the 19-yard touchdown pass. Again, Rudder coughed the ball up twice on fumbles. Waco High took advantage of one of those to get their initial touchdown. Coach, I see a bad moon arising out in
that's the harvest moon.
Yeah.
Blue moon over Miami or whatever, Waco, whatever you call it. Is that what's called a full moon?
That is, I believe the full moon was actually last night. I think we're just.
What is that then? A half one?
That's not quite half. That's just the day after the full moon. But it is big and orange and beautiful coming up over the.
Looks like Halloween, doesn't it?
Yeah, the northeastern corner of the stadium. End over end kick, going to come down to the 10-yard line. Calhoun has the ball, gets by one would-be tackler, slides a couple of more, stays on his feet. Couple of flags thrown for probably a block in the back. Calhoun finally is corralled. Nice effort there by Demarion Lyons to make sure he didn't get past the 25, but I think part of that's coming back for a push in the back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what the call will be. I don't know if you can see it on your screen or not, but brought down
On the
by
return, blocking the pack, return team.
Lions
Number
had to
33, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Lions had a little help from Javon Ridge that time to make the tackle, so Rutter's got a long way to go. They're already down 14-0, and still a little bit over 5 minutes left before halftime.
They take over at their own 11-yard line. Marquise Johnson and Calhoun are the wide receivers on the near side. Devontae Johnson has the football and finds some running room right up the middle out to the 20. Pick up a 9 on the play for the workhorse, Devontae Johnson.
There's another look at him, tackle made by, looked like Stephen Johnson that time for Waco High.
2nd and 1 at the Rudder 20.
21.
18 carries for 101 yards already. That's his average coming into the game. He's got it in the first half. Nice stutter step there to pick up the first down and get it across the 20 to about the 23 for Devontae Johnson.
Unless he just wears out, he will end up with around 40 carries tonight, I would imagine. There's another look at it. Remember, he's 7 or 8 yards deep, so he's got to run a little bit just to get the football. Then he has to try to get through that Waco High defense.
Have his 20th carry of the night next time he touches the football. He's averaging about 5 yards a carry. There he goes. He's got another 5 yards. Maybe more after the 29.
I tell you what, if he hadn't been tripped up by James Evans, he was fixing to make some pretty good yardage. You'll see James Evans right there, grab him by the leg and pull him down. That's a nice play.
He did pick up 6 on that play. Again, Johnson has the football and loses it. It goes ahead forward, and Waco High is on top of it at the 35-yard line. Coming up with the football for Waco High is Willie Carter.
Isn't that their 3rd fumble tonight, too, by Johnson?
All 3 of them, I think.
3 of them, all 3 of them.
Yeah. Got it up to about the 30, but then coughed it up.
Waco High needs to strike while the iron is hot.
Waco gets the ball with 3:34 left to go in the first half, leading 14-0. And once again, set up with great field position at the Rudder 35-yard line. first turnover that they received in 8 seconds into the game was at the Rudder 35. Both Hamiltons in the backfield. Fake the handoff. The pitch out to Josh Hamilton is a little too far in front of him.
That was going to be a little flare pass out to Josh Hamilton. And Jalen Harris led him just a little bit too much. I think they're just close to being in Escada's range right now.
Harris is now 4 of 10 passing for 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. LaDon King with a nice spin move to stay on his feet and get inside the 30, but there is a flag down, and that's usually where you see holding.
I think that penalty might be against Josh Hamilton. Either holding or blocking the back.
Yeah, we're going to bring this one back. Yeah, it's holding.
Holding, offense number 12.
Yep.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains second down.
We'll mark it at the 39-yard line. That was at the 29 where the spot of the foul was. Straight up the gut. Across the 30 goes Jalen Harris.
Waco High has plenty of time. You take another look at Jalen Harris rolled out like he's going to pass and tucks it in and comes right up Main Street. But Waco High still has 3 timeouts remaining.
3rd and 4. Again, straight handoff. This one to Josh Hamilton. And Hamilton heads for the end zone, and that's Terrence Hamilton who gets in for the score. 29-yard touchdown run by Terrence Hamilton.
Just a handoff off the right tackle. Once Terrence Hamilton got the football, he cut to the outside and outran the defense in for the touchdown. Got a young man down right now for Rudder.
Waco High has cashed in on 2 of the 3 fumble recoveries tonight.
That may be the only way that Cavante Johnson gets the rest is to fumble it so he gets to go sideline for a little bit.
Waco High didn't waste a whole lot of time to get into the end zone this time. Just 48 seconds to cover the 35 yards in 3 plays.
And the Davis tuned on halftime will have the crowning of the homecoming king and the homecoming queen for Waco High.
That injury could be a big loss for the Rudder Rangers, as that's one of their team captains, Isaiah Searcy, who already has an interception in this contest, being helped to the sideline.
It doesn't look good right now, but I certainly don't want to speculate. I like it when they walk off on their own power.
Me too. He's starting to, he looks like he's favoring the left leg, but walking on it a little bit more as the closer they get to the sideline. So he might be able to get back in the game. We'll just have to see. Chris Escada to add the PAT. Michael Stimson with the hold. And it is good. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in the first half. Waco High extends its lead to 21-0.
When you get down 21-0 like Rudder, they're not a passing team. And I can say they've only scored 21 points the entire season. It's going to be hard for them to come back unless the big boy breaks one on his own, and that'd be Cavante Johnson. Like I say, a nice homecoming crowd on hand tonight for Waco High. Some people got mums, some people don't have mums, whatever. Oh, there's a pretty mum. Must be flex cam time, reckon.
It is flex cam time.
Tank, sit down. You don't get to do that, flex cam. Look at that young man. Now he's got it going on.
Chris Escada getting a workout with that kicking toe.
Yes, sirree.
We'll set it up at the north 40.
There's Tarbio, the punter, and Skato, the kickoff man, and extra field goal man.
Well, they just kind of use it however they want to do it at the time. End over end kick, going to come down to Calhoun at the 14. They'll take it to the far side of the field, looking to get the wall set up, and then he's manhandled and thrown to the ground at the 25. Well, I tell you what, that's a nice tackle by James Evans.
Yeah, James Evans has played well so far tonight. He really has.
So from the 25-yard line is where Rudder will start this possession. Let's see, their first two possessions ended in a fumble. The third possession ended in a punt, as did their fourth possession and their fifth possession.
And according to the scoreboard, they have one timeout remaining.
And then their sixth possession ended in a fumble. So this is the seventh time they've had the football tonight. Lost 3 by fumble and 3 by punts. Dobbins looking to throw, going deep and way overthrew his target.
Only by about 20 yards.
I don't know why he thought his receiver, Calhoun, was that fast.
He'd have to been Bob Hayes fast to catch that one.
I mean to tell you.
See a lot of the pink shirts tonight. I think they might have had a powder puff game, which is all part of homecoming week at Waco High.
They did. Second down and 10 facing the Rangers with 2:33 to go first half. Dobbins checks his receivers on the near side of the field, but turns around and hands it off to Cavante Johnson, who dives up to the 29. Pick up a 4 for Johnson. I mean, that's what works for him, so why get away from him?
Yeah, and it's pretty plain to see that Hunter Dobbins is not real proficient when it comes to throwing the football.
Dobbins, this is the third game in which he's been in at quarterback. He came in connecting on just 12 of 24 passes for 131 yards. At least he was 50-50 coming in. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson runs by 2 would-be tacklers, but he's not going to get out of the grass of Eastland.
I tell you what, I saw a nice gesture there. Teodric Eastland made the tackle, picked Johnson up, and Johnson just gave him a little pat. So I like that. Good sportsmanship.
Out to the 37-yard line, a pickup of 8 on the play, and a first down from the 37-yard line. Clock rolls with 1:40 to go. Dobbins hands off to Johnson. Big hole on the right side. Johnson heads for the sideline and will finally be bumped out of bounds when he gets to the Waco 40. Actually, the 42-yard, 43 is where they stepped out.
I believe it. I could not say young man. I think it might have been Dooley Coleman that knocked him out of bounds.
Biggest gainer of the night, a 20-yarder. Down to the Waco 40. Well, they're making it 42, so making a 21-yard pickup for Cavante Johnson. Gives him 147 yards on the night now. He's got it again. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not 24, that's 20. That's Travion Green, his first carry of the night.
Nice tackle by Jaden Ridge that time from Waco High.
Green takes it down to the 33. Second down and 1 after that 9-yard pickup by Green. Green with the football again. Brought down at the 21 or the 31.
Well, Cameron Clark came from behind and caught him, and I don't know whether Green's in there because Johnson fumbled or where Johnson said, I need a little blow.
I think he needed a little blow after that 21-yard pickup on the sideline. Plus, he was hit pretty hard at the sideline. Dobbins fakes the handoff this time, looking to pass under a rush and would be brought down. Corey Hebron's there to put his ankles together and bring him down to the 34.
Got a timeout?
Yes, sir.
That's
By the Rangers.
That's their last one, right? I believe
Yes, sir,
that
it
is.
is.
Remember,
Yeah.
they had one to start the game before the game
That's right.
started.
They only had 2.
Yeah.
face a second down and 13.
There's a good look at that moon. That's a beautiful moon tonight. It really is. There's a man in that moon somewhere. You know the man in the moon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that movie, Team Daedalus or whatever that was, where they left Tommy Lee Jones up there.
Yeah, he's not up there. He's in San Sabo right now.
Oh, okay.
Where he lives.
Waco High grabbed a 7-0 lead. A minute and 52 seconds in, a minute 52 into this contest. And they scored on a 40-yard pass from Jalen Harris to Quinn Williams. It stayed that way until late here in the second quarter when Waco High is upped it to 21-0. A second down and 13. One of the few times I can remember Rudder being behind the chains.
Yep.
Green remains in at the tailback position. Dobbins is rolling to his right. Gets hit from behind as he lets loose of the football, and the pass is a little high for his intended target.
Ooh.
Once again, trying to get to Larry Brown, but Dobbins was just
Boy,
hammered.
Cameron Clark put a lick on him. You'll see it right here. Ooh, right there, right before they released the football. Not only he felt it, but he probably heard it coming too.
Yeah. So it'll be 3rd and 13. Dobbins just 1 of 8 passing for 1 yard so far. Green at the tailback spot. They hand it to him on a delay. Nothing doing there. Eastland's got him in the backfield.
Anthony Eastland made a nice tackle that time. Clock continues to roll. Remember, they don't have any timeouts. They cannot stop it. So I don't know if they're going to let the time run out or what, but they're certainly not in any rush.
Well, they face a 4th and 17 after that 4-yard loss by Green. They act like they want to throw one more play. They're going to get it off. Or, nope. Apparently not. Now there's a flag thrown on the near side. Let's see. If it's against the offense, then we're through with the first half.
Old Rick will tell us all about it.
They're talking about it. Rudder certainly thinks that it's against them, and they're headed for the locker room. Still waiting for the officials to give us a...
Was a flag thrown before the clock ran out, though? That's what I don't know. If it did, it would have stopped.
It's a legal procedure against Ranger, or against the Rangers, and they're going to wind the clock down and take off the last time. And
motion, offense, penalties decline. You wind the clock as a result. It was in wind before that. Half's over.
So that's the end of our first half of play. As we go to intermission, Waco High enjoys a 21-0 lead over the Rudder Rangers. Stay where you are. When we come back, we'll have our halftime activities right here on Waco ISD TV.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Waco High School would now like to welcome you to the 2017 homecoming festivities and introduce the Queen and King candidates. These candidates were nominated and selected by their peers. Tonight, accompanied by Waco High School Dean Lisa Saxenian and James Stewart, Assistant Principal, are Tyrese Beasley, the 2016 Homecoming King, and Sarah White, the 2016 Homecoming Queen. Tyrese and Sarah will crown the 2017 Homecoming King and Queen. Our first Queen nominee is Emily Smith, who is escorted by her aunt Ruby Reese and sister Selena Smith. Throughout Emily's high school career, she has been a member of the show choir, a cappella choir, theater, mock trial team, and a member of the National Honor Society. She enjoys hanging out with her friends, singing, and watching YouTube videos. She plans to attend San Francisco State University to become a teacher and to return to Waco to teach here. The first King nominee is Terrence Hamilton. He is escorted by his grandmother, Eva Brown, and his father, Terrence Hamilton. Terrence is a member of the varsity football team, as well as part of the lead program at Waco High School. In his spare time, he enjoys running and playing football. After graduation, Terrence plans to attend college and major in business and management. The second Queen nominee is Reagan Lawrence. She is escorted by her mother, Raquel Lawrence. Reagan is the senior representative of Student Council, captain of the Scarlet Line drill team, and a member of the National Honor Society. She enjoys dancing, planning for her future, laughing, and just making the best out of everything. After high school, Reagan plans to attend Sam Houston State or Southern University in Louisiana to pursue a career in pediatrics. Our second King nominee is Jackson Osborne, who is escorted by his mother, Dr. Catherine Osborne, and his father, Michael Osborne. Jackson is in the percussion section of the Waco High Varsity Marching Band. He is a member of the National Honor Society. He loves playing music and beatboxing. He also likes making comedic impressions and improv comedy. Jackson plans to go to the University of North Texas to major in music and theater acting. After North Texas, he plans to go to Chicago and learn improv at the Second City. Alyssa Riggs is our third Queen nominee. She is escorted by her mother and father, Mary Ann and Randy Riggs. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She also is a graduate of Teen Leadership Waco and was a Symphony Belle. She is a member of the Tailgate Committee, Show Choir, Chamber Choir, and Waco High Theater. Also in the community, she's an active member of the First United Methodist Church Youth Group and member of the Waco Children's Theater. She enjoys acting, singing, dancing, meeting new people, and eating ice cream. Her plan after high school is to study musical theater and special education. LaDon King is our third King nominee. He is escorted by his mother, Constance Marcel, and his grandmother, Diane Mays. LaDon is a member of the varsity football team and the lead program. He has played basketball and run track. When he is not at school, he likes to train for football by running and lifting weights. He also likes to play video games. LaDon plans to attend college and play football. He wants to major in business management. Our final Queen nominee is Noelia Ramirez. Noelia is escorted by her mother, Nancy Ramirez, and her sister, Vanessa Ramirez. She is a member of the Lady Line varsity soccer team and National Honor Society. She is also the Student Council President, an academic achiever, and a Heart of Texas sweetheart. She loves playing soccer, eating, laughing with her friends, and volunteering. Noelia is going to attend Sam Houston State University to study criminal law and justice and forensic science. Our final King nominee is David Vaughn. David is escorted by his dad, Sadiq Vaughn. David is a member of the Lion varsity football team and National Honor Society. He is involved in the audio-visual production class. He likes to play football, run, and lift weights. David plans to go to college to play football and major in audio-visual production. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your 2017 homecoming court. And now, for the crowning of our 2017 Homecoming King, Jackson Osborne. And now your 2017 homecoming queen, Reagan Lawrence. Thank you again to Mrs. Newcomb and Mrs. Jones, Student Council sponsors, for planning and organizing Homecoming Week. Also, thanks to JROTC, Waco High Band, and Waco High Administration for their involvement. Thank you to all of the Waco High alumni for coming out to attend tonight's homecoming. And again, congratulations to the 2017 Homecoming Court and to your 2017 Homecoming King and Queen, Jackson Osborne and Reagan Lawrence.
Welcome back to Waco ISD TV. We just saw the homecoming ceremony, and I'm down here with this year's homecoming king and queen and last year's homecoming king and queen. Could you tell us your names?
My name is Reagan Lawrence.
And my name is Jackson Osborne. What about yours?
Sarah White.
Tyrese Beasley. All right, so how excited are you guys to be winning this homecoming king and queen?
I'm pretty excited. I probably don't look like it, but I am. I just don't show it well.
I'm really excited. I'm probably going to remember this as one of the best moments in my life. You know, this is really cool, so I'm stoked.
So what are your plans after Waco High School?
I plan on studying pediatrics either at Sam Houston or Southern University.
What about yours?
My plan is to go to UNT, possibly double major in theater arts and music, and then from there head to Chicago and learn improv.
Awesome. So you have any advice for future homecoming contestants?
Don't get a dress that's too tight because I can't walk at all.
Just be super social and don't be afraid to talk to new people.
Well, thank you guys and congratulations on winning. So we turned and talked to last year's. So it's been a while since you got the award. So how does it feel to be back in Waco?
It feels amazing. I don't get to come to Waco often, so when I do, especially for things like this, it feels great to be still a part of Waco High and the community, and it's just awesome feeling.
How about yours, sir?
You know, it's kind of, it's good to be back. You know, it's kind of like a surreal feeling. You know, last year, you know, I was on the field, but, you know, this year I'm up in the stands, of course, graduated. So, you know, I'm still trying to get the gist of it, you know, that I'm not actually still out there on the field, that I'm up there in the stands. So I have to calm myself down sometime, but we're getting there. I'm just glad to be back.
So what have you been up to since then?
Just been going to school at Texas A&M, studying special education, and just trying to get through college.
Yes, I've just been, go Lions! I've just been training. I've been working real hard. I'm going to the Navy. I got 10 days. 10 days. I do my basic training up in Illinois. So yeah, that's what I'm focused on. That's what my career is going to be.
So what are your future plans?
To be a special education teacher, and hopefully to come back to Waco and teach.
How about yours, sir?
Yep, like I said before, I don't know I already answered the question, but we're going to say it again because that's what we do. I'm going to head out there to Chicago, Illinois. I got my basic training, the Great Lakes area in the Navy, and we're going to get her done.
Awesome. So thank you guys and congratulations on winning. So let's throw it back up to Larkin Butch.
All right, thank you very much, Dalen. You remember Tyrese Beasley from last year when you interviewed him?
Yes,
he
I
sang
did.
for you.
He sang, yeah.
Certainly did.
He sure did.
And congratulations to the King and Queen, the Queen Regina Lawrence, and the King Jackson Osborne. I have a connection to Jack Osborne. His dad, Michael Osborne, graduated with me from Richfield High School in 1972. I've known Ozzie since 7th grade. That's sometime around back 1970.
Well, Ozzy's done it all. He's done a little radio, done a little cooking, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and Jack says that he's looking forward to a career, or he was going to go to Chicago and try to get into improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a father-son team.
Yeah.
They are a couple of characters, I promise you that. Congratulations, you guys. All right, let's get ready for the second half of action.
By rule.
The Waco Lions in the first half. Once again, we're going to get the explanation of the Rangers losing the timeout.
Timeout per quarter.
Per quarter, per half?
Per quarter.
Wow, so that just leaves them with one. Anyway, first half totals. Waco High with 25 plays for 291 yards. Rudder with 37 plays for 161 yards. 30 of those were on the ground for 160 yards on the ground. Waco High rushed it 14 times for 73 yards. The scoring plays, a 40-yard pass from Harris to Williams, made it 7-0 Waco with 10:08 to go in the first quarter. A 19-yard pass from Harris to Carpenter made it 14-0 with 5:29 to go in the second quarter. And then a 29-yard run by Terrence Hamilton with 2:46 left in the half gave Waco High the 21-0 lead at the half. From the 19-yard line, Randy Carpenter gets it up inside the 30, up to about the 33-yard line.
We'll see now if Waco High can pick up where they left off. There's another look at Carpenter right there. Nice run back. So we'll see what Jalen Harris and company, what adjustments they made at halftime offensively. I see they got the Hamilton boys on the field, Josh and Terrence, along with LaDon King.
Harris was just 5 of 11 passing for 146 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Pitch back goes to Terrence Hamilton, coming to the short side of the field and going to be forced out of bounds at the 46 after just a 3-yard gain.
They got that play from Johnny Tusa. He was notorious for running the sweep to the short side of the field.
Ham with a 3-yard gain. Now Harris back to pass. Nice protection. Now tells his receiver King to try to go down the field, and he's going to throw it away as King's progress was halted by Devontae Calhoun, who got in his way and wouldn't let him get downfield.
And Clifford Chambers was putting a lot of pressure that time on Jalen Harris, number 55. You see him throwing his hands up, and Jalen just got rid of it.
It's 3rd down and 7. And they're not going to get anything with that one. In fact, they're going to lose a yard back to the 35 as Terrence Hamilton was never tackled, or never down, but just his forward progress stopped. So 3 yards or 3 downs and punt for Waco High. From the 35, it's going to be Toribio back to punt. Calhoun back to receive.
How many folks they got on the field? They got enough?
Hope so. Fumbled the snap a little bit, but gets off the left-footed punt. Quinn Williams watches it bounce in front of him, and then it's downed. Quickly down there was James Evans.
Now, Lark, I know you used to return punts back in the 60s or 50s, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between a left-footed punter and a right-footed punter the way you catch the football?
I never worried about that. I was just worried about catching it, period.
I'm curious.
Yeah, no, it's...
The spin, I know, is completely opposite than the right.
You would think it would be.
Left, yeah.
But, you know, I just wasn't paying that much attention to it. Back in high school, I couldn't see the spin on a curveball either. Ball's at the Rudder 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, no backfield. Pass is going to be complete. Taking the ball is Giovanni Madison. Fella you thought was going to see a lot of time tonight, but I think that's the first time he's touched the ball, Coach.
Mm-hmm. And actually, he's a guy that's supposed to be one of their better receivers. We have not seen a lot of Davion Calhoun either, the wide receiver who's cat quick, but can't be cat quick if you don't have the football.
He's got 1 yard and 1 reception. That's just a second complete pass. There are 2 of 8 passing for only 7 yards after that 6-yard pickup to Madison. On the sweep, handed off to Cavante Johnson. He finds a little bit of a crease and then runs into Corey Ebron and company at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and company is about 6 other Waco High red shirts in on that tackle. You'll see right there Johnson. They know he's the man that's going to carry the mail for him, so they're after him.
They give him to the 46, which brings up a 3rd down and 1.
I'd give it to Cavante Johnson.
And most likely that's what's about to happen. Dobbins changing the play. 11 seconds left on the play clock. He changed it to a 1st down dive as he gives it to Johnson to pick it up.
Now he checked off on that play. I wonder what the original play was.
Probably the same
thing. That's what I'm thinking.
He's making everybody else think he's checked out of it. Pick up their 11th 1st down of the game. They had 10 in the first half. Waco High with 8. Dobbins hands it off to Cavante Johnson. He's crossing midfield up to about the 48-yard line. Grabbed around the thighs by Tyreek Webb. He's had a nice game on defense.
Yes, he has. Several of those Waco High Lions had a good game on defense. Corey Ebron has had a good game. Of course, Webb also has had one.
Pick up a 4 yards on that play. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Handed off to the fullback this time. And it's Reeves who's carrying it inside the 45 to the 43. Pick up a 5 on the play for Blendon Reeves.
I think they need to tell Waco High when they're going to give it to the fullback because they don't do that very often.
Picked up 5 yards on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 1. Fake the handoff on the bootleg, looking for the pass downfield. It's not there, so Dobbins will just run it out of bounds at the 39. He'll pick up 4 on the play plus the 1st down.
I really think that you see Dobbins here. I think he was, I know he's looking downfield, but I think he was going to run the football anyway because we say he's not real proficient when it comes to throwing the football.
Well, there's a flag down at the 31-yard line. It may be defensive holding against Waco High. I think that's the reason why he went ahead and pulled it down is because his receiver was being held from the pattern.
Holding defense number 6.
Let's see where they're going to mark it from. They should mark this from the line of scrimmage or from the So they move it from the 39 to the 33. Doesn't sound right to me, but anyway, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 33 and Waco's end of the field. And off to Green. Green wiggles his way over the left side up to the 31 for a 2-yard pickup.
And the Waco High defense has really played a good football game so far. Now, Anthony Eastland was in on that tackle. You see some of the offensive linemen there getting a little breather for it's their time to go in.
2nd down and 8. Pitch back to Johnson. He He's turned back quickly. Once he got inside, he ran into Anthony Eastland, and there was no more going upfield.
I think there's a late hit on Rudder's part, I believe. Take a look at it. They see him right there. Just nowhere to go.
After the play, personal foul, offense number 56. 15-yard penalty will be third down.
So personal foul penalty picked up by Justin Gomez, one of the offensive linemen. We'll run it back all the way to the 47-yard line, and Waco High's end of the field.
I see Tiandre Basie down on the sidelines being attended to by the trainer of Waco High, Justin Efford, and looks like Javon Ridge is taking his place in the lineup.
It's third down and a bunch. That was a dead ball foul. They got to get to the 23-yard line, and Waco High's end of the field, and they're going to call the timeout. The scoreboard says that they have one left after this, but you tell me they lose
I believe it's 1 1/4. I really do. I may be wrong, but I don't think so.
That's it, then that's going to be their last timeout because they're going to lose one at the start of the fourth quarter, right?
Yes, it should.
But if they call this one before that, and they try to, will they penalize them more for using more timeouts than they are allotted?
Yeah, you can't use more than you allotted. I think that's a 15-yard penalty.
There's a flex cam winner for the night.
He should have won it. That young man did a good job.
Yes, sir. Crowd still buzzing from the homecoming activities at halftime.
I guess they'll have a big shindig tonight, dance and all that stuff.
I suppose so. Again, it's Jackson Osborne and Reagan Lawrence, crowned king and queen for Waco High for 2017.
Ozzie might be the DJ for that dance. You
He
never know.
might be. He'll probably be the first person on the dance floor.
Congratulations there.
Hunter Dobbins facing a 3rd and long here. Hands it to the motion man coming across the back. That's Giovanni Madison. Madison turns the corner across the 40 and gets it to the 38. Pickup of 9 on the play for Madison.
And old Dooley Coleman made the tackle for the Waco High Lions. This is a 4th down, but I don't think we'll see a punt, but I don't know.
Got 4th down and 15 to go. Dobbins rolling, looking to pass. Goes down the sideline. It's picked off. Coming up with the football for Waco High is Javon Ridge. Coach, on 4th down like that, isn't it best just to go ahead and just drop that when you get more yards?
Probably would have been, but, you know, when you're a DB and that ball comes right at you, you're taught to catch it. That's what he did.
That's the 4th turnover tonight. 3 fumbles and 1 interception for Rudder. Waco High has given up 1 on an interception. Waco High gets the ball for the 2nd time in the 2nd half with 5.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. They maintain their halftime score of 21-0. They take over at their own 24-yard line. Rudder kept the ball for 4:57 on that drive. Harris gets out from under a rush, now has some running room. Finally tackled from behind after getting very close to the 1st down sticks.
In on the fence, number 58.
He made a silk purse out of a sow's ear that time, no question about it.
Certainly did. Picked up 10 and the 1st down out to the 34-yard line.
There's another look at Jalen Harris. Hard young man to bring down.
Just his 6th carry tonight for 37 yards. 70 carries for 332 yards on the year now for Jalen Harris. Now we have a discussion between the officials. It's like we're going to mark
Prior
off.
to the snap, false start, offense. Number 41, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
41 just checked into the game. First time I believe we've seen him this year, Fabian Garcia. He's listed as a linebacker, and maybe that's why he's had a jump start that time.
Maybe they just like having a 1st and 15. As Terrence Hamilton gets the ball and gets that 5 yards back, plus a little extra.
Another look at Terrence Hamilton. Oh, stink.
He got 4 yards on that one. Got more than that, didn't he? He got 6 yards out of that. And off straight ahead to Hamilton.
One thing about it, Waco High is keeping the football on the ground, picking up yardage, and keeping that clock running.
3rd down and 5 from the 39. Empty backfield. Pass out in the flat. Complete to LaDon King. They're going to call either a block in the back or a holding one on the blocking back out there. So that one's coming back.
Yeah, if we could see that from up there, that might have been on Basie.
Was it Basie or Simpson?
I can't tell.
Simpson, I think it was.
Offense, number 5.
Yeah, Stimson.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 3rd down.
3rd down and 15. We'll mark it back to what, the 21-yard line? No, the 29-yard line.
I think he's been pretty quiet tonight as far as receiving the football is Josh Hamilton.
I can only remember him being targeted twice. Take the handoff. Harris gets away from the pressure, now stops and throws and has LaDon King, but King can't keep the feet in. It's a little too strong for him.
Pass is intended for number 22, LaDon King.
Once again, Jalen Harris is a magician back there just getting rid of that football because he was nearly sacked, made a little spin move, and just a little bit out of the reach of LaDon King.
So Toribio in to punt.
2-3.
Calhoun back to get it. Off the side of his foot. At least it stays in bounds up across the 45-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 44.
Wasn't the best effort off the toe of Paul Toribio that time. Just sliced it off his foot. So, once again, Rudder trailing on the scoreboard 21-0. They've got to get something going, and they've not been able to throw the football effectively at all.
They're at the 43-yard line on their own territory with 3:30 left to go, 3rd quarter. And Hunter Dobbins getting his 3rd action of the year at quarterback after Felix Condi was the quarterback the last 2 outings. Handoff goes to Johnson. Maybe the first time that the Lions have caught him in the backfield.
Johnson again on the carry. In on the fence, number 35.
Take another look at it. Kind of a little bit of a misdirection that time, but it did not fool Waco High. The man that led the charge that time was James Evans. Again.
Yeah, so Johnson loses 1. Brings up a 2nd down and 11. Johnson carries over left guard.
Number 24, Johnson.
Carries some Waco High defenders up to the 49-yard line for a 7-yard pickup. Brings up a 3rd down and 4.
I don't know how much Johnson weighs. It's hard. They don't list their weights. It's hard to see from up here, but he's a strong-looking youngster. I don't know how big he is, but he runs with authority, no question about it.
30 carries for 161 yards, but he's fumbled the ball 3 times. He's got it again, a big hole over the right side before it's finally clamped down. First guy there is Andrew Cerny from his linebacker spot.
Was that Johnson again, or was that the other running back?
No, that was Johnson.
4th down and 1 for the Rangers.
Well, take that back. It might have been Green.
I just saw Johnson go off the field right the play before that, I thought.
Okay, so that was Green then with the
Best
carry
I can tell.
They got basically a 4th and 2 here at the Waco 48. Hand it off to the fullback. And he may have first down yardage.
I think he does where the official headline remarked it. He certainly does.
Right at the 46-yard line of the line.
That's Blandon Reeves who picks up the first down. I believe that's only the second time he's touched the football tonight. For 8 yards, but he does pick up the first down and keep the drive alive to the Waco 46-yard line. Hand off to Green. Green has the football knocked loose. Scramble for it between the 35 and the 40. Is it the 4th turnover of the night? It is. Waco High has the football.
I'm not for sure, but I believe that might have been Jaden Ridge that came up that football. Let's see if we can find out. There he is making the hit.
Comes up with that fumble.
The ball is on the ground. It's hard for me to tell who got it. All I know, Waco High got. I believe that was Lions that recovered it. I really do.
A whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
So they get it at the 37-yard line with 57 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Pitch comes back to Terrence Hamilton. He's got some blockers down the sideline. Steps out at the 48. A gain of 11 on the play for Terrence Hamilton.
He got a really nice block that time from Don King.
They go back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Hand it to Hamilton. He gets it to midfield, and that's it. 2-yard pickup for T-Ham. Bring up a second down and 8. Could have sworn the defensive end on this side lined up in the neutral zone, but no flag.
I believe Marino is in that quarterback for Waco High.
You are correct. David Marino in at the quarterback spot.
Also see Tayroe Johnson in at wide receiver.
Terrence Hamilton still in the backfield, has the handoff. Slides one would-be tackler, slides another one, and finally caught from behind. Gets it up to the 40. Pick up a 10 on the play. Good tough run by Terrence Hamilton.
David Marino, the quarterback. The clock will stop until they set the chains in the line. That'll be the last play of the quarter.
Marino comes into the contest just 5 of 11 passing for 66 yards and 1 touchdown. And that will end our third quarter of play. Waco High able to maintain their halftime advantage of 21-0 through the third quarter. But you got to believe that that's a plus for Greg Morgan and the Rangers from Rudder to hold Waco High scoreless in the third quarter.
I see David Vaughn as a starter for Waco High and defensive back. He's down in his civvy, so he's out tonight. DJ Mangum's out tonight, so they're really fighting with a short stick, but they're playing well tonight, well enough to have the 3-touchdown lead. And they do have an open date next week before they go to Temple. We'll be back here next week as the University Trojans will host the Bryan Vikings.
David Vaughn, one of 3 members of the football team that were Homecoming King nominees. Terrence Hamilton was one of the other ones, along with LaDon King. They're going to take the timeout away from Rudder now. So they're
done.
They're done for timeouts.
You know, if I'm that coach, if I had a better team, I'd get me some new jerseys if I had to buy them myself.
I remember a coach that did that. Wesley Undertaker Boyd.
Yep.
Back to pass is Moreno. Now he decides to tuck it and run with it, gets it up to the 34-yard line and pick up a 6 on the play for Marino.
Old Davis showed a little toughness that time. He ran really tough that time. And they're giving Jalen Harris, some of those guys, a little chance to rest. I assume he's giving him a chance to rest. I hope he didn't get injured. I didn't see it if he did.
It's his 10th carry of the year for 44 yards. Rolling, looking for an open receiver, throws it in the flat. LaDon King with an inside move, gets it inside the 25 to the 24. That's a pickup of 10.
In on defense, number 16, Reeves. The Ranger is a.
It's good to get. Oh, Waco High is not wasting any time getting up the line of scrimmage.
Picked up 10 on that play, 1st and 10. Empty backfield. Moreno quickly looking for a slant pass, and it's picked off. Moreno chasing him down, won't get him. It's that man that left the game earlier, Isaiah Searcy, his 2nd interception of the night. He's going to take it the distance for the touchdown. That's about an 80-yard interception return that puts a score on the board for Rudder.
There's some happy Rangers on the far side because I'd say that's only the 4th touchdown they've scored this entire season. That time Marino just threw the football. It's just a bad pass. That's all you can say. Searcy took it to the house.
Bit ill-advised to throw that out route with that cornerback jumping the route and returning it 80 yards for the score.
Now will we see Marino next time Waco High has the football?
If we do, it'll be all running plays.
Yep.
Pedro DeLuna on to attempt the point after attempt. Reeves will do the holding. And he shoots it. Nope, he misses it to the left.
That extra point is no good.
Missed it to the left. So 10 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the contest. Rudder on the scoreboard defensively with the interception return and trail 21-6.
You know, now that you think about it, getting penalized a timeout per quarter, that could really come back to haunt you, especially if you're a good team in a close game.
Basically, that only gives you 2 timeouts a game.
Yeah, an entire game. So still have a lot of time left, over 10 minutes. I wouldn't think Rudder would come back with an onside kick, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, if Waco High comes away with a win in this one, it's not going to be a very satisfying win.
No, it won't be.
Marty Herbst and his coaching staff. They figure that they should have much better control of this one.
At least that open date comes in a pretty good time, gets some bumps and bruises healed up, and give them a chance to go back to some fundamentals.
It'll be DeLuna doing the kickoff.
DeLuna's physically not your prototype kicker, is he?
He's a little larger than most kickers. I'm not certain that he plays soccer. If he is, he's a goalie. I don't think Waco High is expecting a deep kick. He does pop it up. Randy Carpenter gets it at the 25-yard line. Dances around at the 30-yard line. Actually, that's 27 Edward Coleman on the return. And Coleman gets it up to about the 33-yard line.
Number 27, Edward Coleman on that return.
I believe we'll see Jalen Harris back in at quarterback. I've just got a gut feeling. I don't know that.
1st and 10 for the Waco High line.
Well, he's out there congratulating the kick team as they huddle up, getting ready to bring the offense onto the field. And indeed, it is Jalen Harris. He'll have LaDon King in the backfield with him, along with Terrence Hamilton. Matter of fact, there's going to be 3 backs in the backfield. They're going to stack them all behind Jalen Harris. Josh Hamilton also in there. King gets the handoff. Goes over the left side up to the 36-yard line for a 3-yard gain.
Is that the first time we've seen that formation?
All year long,
yeah,
first time.
I think it is, yeah.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now they go to the one-back set with Terrence Hamilton.
All they're trying to do right now, they're milking that clock, which is good.
It's rolling with 10:15 left to play. Hamilton sidesteps the tackler in the backfield, gets around the corner, and turns on the Jets. Can he outrun them all? Going to be knocked out of bounds by Calhoun at the 13.
No flags on the play. Nice run by Terrence Hamilton. You'll see it right here. Right there, he goes to the outside, got to get a really clearing block that time from Michael Stimson, and going right down the sidelines, finally knocked out of bounds.
51-yard run for Terrence Hamilton. 1st and 10 from the 13. Josh Hamilton in motion, takes the handoff, tries to turn the corner, and does. A flag thrown well behind the play as Josh gets it down to the 1-yard line. That thrown where you normally see holding.
Holding offense number 52. 10 yards from a previous spot. Remains first down.
Well, Darian McLean owes Josh Hamilton an apology.
Yes, he does. That's a nice run by Josh that time, and thought Waco High was fixing to put one on the board. You know, this game's a long way from being over because right now it's 21-6, and a lot of things can happen.
Certainly can. Waco High would definitely need to get a score here. Now we got a timeout called by the. Well, they want to spot the ball properly at the 23.
Moved it back one, didn't he?
They want the. Not sure what he's asking for.
More time on the clock, I guess. I don't know.
Once again, a 3-back set. Terrence Hamilton. Well, they fake it to Hamilton and give it off LaDon King, and King around the right side down to the 6-yard line.
That's a pretty nice fake, wasn't it, Lord?
It was a real nice fake. Had me faked out. Brings up a 1st down and goal.
Another look at it, LaDon King. That young man's really come up into his own. That was a really nice fake by Jalen Harris to Terrence Hamilton that time.
Picked up 17 on the play to bring up the 1st and goal. Handed off to Terrence Hamilton. Goes around the left side, gets a block from Quinn Williams, and gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
No flags on the play.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Terrence Hamilton. His 8th of the season. Makes it 27-6 with a try for point to come.
I don't think people realize that Terrence Hamilton has more speed than you would think he would have.
Chris Escada will try to add the point after. And is successful. 9:21 left to go in the contest. Waco High now leads 28-6.
I wonder if there are other teams around the state of Texas. I'm sure there are that have not changed the numbers on their jerseys.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any this year. But that seems a proper penalty, though somewhat severe, to lose 4 of your 6 timeouts. Just for a wardrobe malfunction.
Yep. Well, Rutter's behind the 8 ball, down 28-6. And once again, they're trailing it. This would be the time of the game they need to start throwing the football, but you can see they have not had good success throwing it at all.
Waco High went 67 yards in just 4 plays, took a minute 34 off the clock. Got the big 51-yard run from Terrence Hamilton, who then took it into the end zone from 6 yards out for their 4th touchdown of the night and 1st of the second half.
Next time we have an opportunity, I'll try to acknowledge our crew, Lark.
Terrence Hamilton now over 100 yards for the night, 126 yards on 16 carries. He came into tonight's game with 95 carries for 551 yards and 6 touchdowns. So it's now 8 touchdowns. He's got 110 carries.
He had 146 yards last week. A&M consolidated a couple of touchdowns.
End over end, comes down to the 15-yard line to Calhoun. Starts to his left, pulls back right, stays on his feet after being hammered, but then finally buried under. As Davion Minette gets there to take him out.
There's another look at it. Let's try to acknowledge our crew right here if we could. Our camera operators, Jesse Maldonado, LJ, Evie, Magnolino, Justin Sanchez, Terrell McSpadden, and Leslie Ugaldi. Audio engineer, Knight David Ellis. Instant replay, Bill Taverner. Production director, Ricky Miles III. And our field producer, Jesse Patel. Guys and gals do a great job.
And don't forget our sideline reporter, Dalen Weems, down there talking to, he gets to talk to the homecoming queen and king. Rutter's ball at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10, with 8:51 left in the contest. Starting from their 22. Now we have a discussion between the back judge and the referee.
Well, the clock operator, please put 9:02 on the game clock.
Seem to believe we need 9:02 on the game clock, so that's what we're going to put.
They might put 11 more seconds on there then.
Somebody keep the clock on the field, I suspect, huh?
I don't know.
Pitch back, goes to Johnson, around the right side. Gets around one would-be tackler, gets it across the 25 to the 26. Gain of 4 on the play for Johnson.
Nice tackle that time by Michael Essex. There's another look at it. You see Michael coming to your screen right there, make the tackle.
31 carries for 165 yards for Cavante Johnson tonight for the Rudder Rangers.
He won't get to 50 carries, I don't think.
I don't know.
He might get to 40.
He's got the football again. Backs his way across the 30 up to the 32 and a 1st down.
That was another nice tackle that time for the Waco High by Jaden Ridge, who's played well tonight, only a sophomore.
It's definitely his best night on the ground. He had 114 yards on 21 carries against Jasper. So now 32 carries for 171 yards. Hand off to the fullback. Nice twisting run, gets him across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
38, Casey Shutt.
That was Casey Shutt. I believe that's the second time we've seen him carry the ball tonight.
The original hit that time by Corey Abram, who's really played a good football game defensively for Waco High.
Shutt picked up 5.
There's a good look at Quinn Williams, Jalen Harris, and company.
Hand off to Johnson. Boy, Corey Ebron just takes him down.
He lit him up.
Sure did. Also got a little help holding him up from Jawayne Howard. Does pick up a yard on the play to the 38. Brings up 3rd down and 4. Marquise Johnson is the receiver on the far side. Davion Calhoun to the near side. Fake the handoff. Dobbins looking to throw. Gets it away, but it's incomplete. Again, they did not come in to the contest very successful in the passing game.
You can kind of see why, don't you?
Yeah, Dobbins is just 2 for 11 with 1 interception. 7 yards passing is all he's been able to muster tonight. Again, Waco High will not put back anyone waiting for Dobbins' punt.
Clock continues to roll.
Hebron almost got through to block that. Good punt, going to take a rudder roll and get inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line.
Waco High is commanding lead right now, Clark, but they hadn't really played inspired football like I thought they would tonight.
I agree with you.
And maybe you're looking ahead to Temple, which is a big rivalry, plus a big district game also.
6 minutes and 20 seconds is all Waco High needs to run off the clock to even their season record at 3-3 and grab their first win of district schedule, even their district mark at 1-1. They have to start from their own 8-yard line. They had a drive from the 8-yard line earlier tonight. Again, it's a 3-back set behind Jalen Harris. He fakes the handoff and pitches it back to Josh Hamilton. Going around the left side, Josh has an open field, and he may go. Can they catch him from behind? They will not. Josh Hamilton is going to go the distance for the touchdown. 92 yards.
I believe that might have been the first time tonight that we've seen the option play, and that's what that was. They pitched it to Josh Hamilton. He gets a great block right there. I couldn't tell the exact number of the young man that threw the block, but it was a great block, and right there it's just Katie bar the door. They're not going to catch Josh Hamilton. That might have been Michael Stimson that threw that clearing block. I'm not for sure.
Well, he's in to do the holding for Escada on the point after. He kicks it through. 6:01 left to go in the contest, and Waco High's up its lead to 35-6. A fantastic 92-yard run by Josh Hamilton.
That was a beautiful, beautiful run by Josh Hamilton that time on the option play, and I'm sure they have not run that tonight that I can remember, so that may be something they'll add to their repertoire on a more consistent basis.
Waco High has certainly done some long-distance scoring tonight.
You know, there's a couple times they've had like a 3rd and 35 or something like that, isn't there?
Yes,
they
sir.
picked it up, and that play right there was a heck of a play.
Matter of fact, their shortest touchdown was the 6-yard touchdown run by Terrence Hamilton. It came with 9:21 left in the fourth quarter.
Hey, we've got to mention our statistician a while ago when he was talking about the crew.
Tank?
Mr. Tank to you. Always be nice to the elders, what I was told.
Yeah, he's got me by about a month.
Well, he's got you, though. That's the key. All right, Waco High will kick it off. Once again, Escada will be the kicker. We've seen him kick, what, a 43-yard field goal earlier in the year. I believe it's 43.
Yes,
something
sir.
about like that.
Pops it up to the near side. Calhoun comes to get it at the 17. Will take it to the other side of the field, setting up the wall, but he's caught from behind as he stutter steps. Getting down there to grab him is Stephen Johnson.
That was a nice tackle by Stephen Johnson. He's trying to go get to the wide side of the field, and Johnson wouldn't let him do it.
This will start at the 22-yard line. Again, the Rudder offense did not put the points on the board. It was a interception return that placed the 6 points on the board for Rudder tonight.
It was a little over 5 minutes to go, down 35-6, and you're out of timeouts. It's going to be a tough road to hoe.
They got less than 6 minutes left of the fourth quarter of their 5th game of the season. They've only scored 27 points this year. Handoff in the backfield, slipping down after the handoff is Johnson, and he'll lose a yard or two. Looks like we got a new quarterback In the game, taking over at quarterback is Felix Condi, number 4. So Johnson loses 3 back to the 19. That's only about the second or third time that he's got negative yardage tonight. That's on his 34th carry. So Condi at quarterback. Gets it to Johnson on the right side. Johnson is swarmed as he approaches the 23.
Nice tackle once again by James Evans. He's had a good game defensively.
It'll be 3rd down and 10. Make it 3rd down and 9 from the 23. And the clock is rolling with 4:50 left to go. Is your committee anywhere in sight?
Yes, sir. I saw one of them just come in the door.
Okay. On the pitch, Johnson around the right side. Got by Jaden Ridge, but Eric Webb able to handle him and bring him down. Bringing up to the 31-yard line. Still going to be shy of the first down by a couple of yards. We got a flag on the play.
Offense, number 16. 10-yard penalty. Previous spot. Replay 3rd down.
That's Blandon Reeves called for the holding penalty. That'll take it back. To the 13 is where it'll go, maybe? Where are they going to place the ball? Still waiting for them.
Thank y'all very much. Appreciate it.
Take it back to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, next week. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. See y'all later. Have a good trip home.
3rd down and 19. They have a late arrival to the offensive line. Condi under center, drops back, looking to pass. Throws it down the sideline, and it's going to be too tall and too far for everybody. Trying to get that out to Giovanni Madison.
Hey, watch that traffic going back on those country roads. Okay. One of our committee members from Moshim, he's had to drive back tonight.
That's a good ways to go.
Yeah, it is. Our offensive player of the game will be Quinn Williams, who had a touchdown tonight, the receiver. And also defensive player will be Corey Abram, who had a good game all around, plus a fumble recovery. So that's our players of the game. We'll be visiting with those 2 young men and Coach Marty Herbst following the contest.
4th and 19, they punt it away. Dobbins gets away a nice punt that's muffed by Williams, but he picks it back up, gets a nice block. If they don't, well, they didn't clip him there. At least they didn't throw a flag. Now they throw the flag.
Got one about the 45, too. Both 45s got a flag.
Yeah, well, you got laundry at each end. One of that first one, I don't think that first one, I think he got his head in front of him. That second one, okay, that could possibly
There's only one foul on
Thank
the
you.
play. Illegal block in the back. Return team number 44 from the 45. 10-yard penalty, be 1st down.
That was a nice return, though, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
That's Quinn Williams, wasn't it?
Yes, sir, it was.
Yeah.
So Waco will have the football, and they're trying to run 3 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock to secure this first win in district play this year.
You don't anticipate them throwing the football here, do you?
I don't anticipate it, but you just never know.
That's correct.
I believe David Moreno's back in at quarterback.
No, I don't anticipate they'll throw it now.
Randy Carpenter in at one of the running back spots. And Carpenter has the foot, but he fakes it to Carpenter. Now he pitches it back across the 50 and run out of bounds is Pero Johnson. Johnson gets a carry from the Waco 44 to the Rudder 49 to pick up the 7 on the play.
Last time they ran the opposite, went for 90-something yards. I guess they thought they'd try it again.
Moreno going to wait for some play clock and game clock to run down before he asks for the football. And to do the snapping is Keyshawn Dudley. Straight ahead handoff this time. Good sidestep by Johnson. Gets him up to about the 47-yard line and a gain of 2.
All right, Lark, it's about that time I'll be making my way down. If it goes in overtime, I promise you I'll be back.
It's a long walk up those stairs. Second down or third down and about 2 from the 47. Moreno doing a good job of milking the clock. Fakes the handoff to Carpenter and keeps. Goes around the left side, has the first down. And maybe a yard more. That might help the Lions seal the deal as Rudder, again, is out of timeouts. They lost 4 of their 6 timeouts because their uniforms do not conform to UIL rules. They have a tone-on-tone number. And that was a no-no beginning this year. At the Rudder 43-yard line. And off straight ahead, Carpenter.
21, Randy Carpenter, the right side.
He'll get 3 yards up to the 40.
Pick up about 3 yards on that play. Second down and 7.
Carpenter in limited action, 27 carries for 156 yards. That's his 3rd carry tonight. Or 2nd carry tonight to give him 7 yards. Lions just running out the clock here the best they can. It'll be down to about 58 seconds when they get the snap here. And off to Carpenter. A little stutter steps, gets him free across the 30 down to the 25. 15-yard pickup for Carpenter. Another first down for Waco High. They'll need to run at least one more of them. I guess this could be the last play of the game. So they can snap it and then just wait. They'll go into victory formation here. As Moreno will take the last snap with approximately 15 seconds left on the game clock. There's that snap. He'll take the knee with 15 seconds left to go, and that'll be it. Waco High is going to come away with a 35-6 win over the Rudder Rangers to move to 3-3 on the year and 1-1 in district play, while Rudder falls to 0-5 on the season, and they're 0-1 in league play. A 40-yard touchdown pass from Harris to Williams started the scoring in the first quarter. Harrison hit Carpenter for a 19-yard pass to make it 14-0 with 5:29 left in the second quarter. A 29-yard run by Terrence Hamilton made it 21-0 at halftime. Then they scored twice in the second half. The Hamilton brothers doing the damage, with Terrence going 6 yards for a score and Josh Hamilton going 92 yards for a touchdown. The only score for Rudder tonight was on an interception return of 80 yards. And again, 35-6 is our final. Stay where you are. When we come back, we'll have our post-game interviews right here on Waco ISD TV.
Back in Waco ISD Stadium, where the Waco High Lions have defeated the Bryan Rudder team tonight for their first district win, 1-1 in district. Our defensive player of the game is Corey Ebram. Our offensive player is Quinn Williams. First, we're going to visit with Corey right here. Corey, what was y'all's game plan coming in tonight? Because they had one heck of a running back.
Really just stay in our gaps and contain the run. We knew they weren't a passing team. Basically just do our job. The only team that could beat us was us, so we just have to play our game.
Talk a little bit, you were in the right spot on that fumble recovery, weren't you?
Yes, sir. It just happens to land in my hand, good recovery, I guess.
You guys lost a tough district opener last week down there in Consolidated, a game that you kind of let slip away.
Yes, sir. It was a really hard-fought game. You know, I guess they were the better team that night. All I do know is if we play them again, we're going to beat them.
You got an open date next week. You can rest up and then get ready to go down to Temple.
Yes, sir.
How good can this Waco High team be?
If we just listen and do everything we're supposed to, I think we can go to state.
Y'all got a big homecoming dance tonight?
No, sir. We have a party in the parking lot.
All right. Good luck to you next week.
Thank you.
All right, let's visit with Quinn Williams now, a young man that's had. First, I got to ask you about the punt return you made there at the end. It was called back. You ran the football pretty well. Had to pick up some good blocking. Evidently, one of them was in the back.
Yes, sir. I just, catch the ball and just make a play. Coach Rudolph teaches us good, and we just do what he say.
What about the touchdown tonight?
It was great. Jalen hit me on a nice pass. I was wide open and just made a move, and I scored.
You got pretty good speed, don't you?
Yes, sir. A lot of people tell me that.
Hey, talk a little bit about this Waco High team. You guys got some explosive speed on here. You've got a quarterback, Jalen Harris, that I think he's got Vaseline on his pants sometimes. They can't get him, but this team was ready for the Schroeder team tonight after last week.
Yes, sir. I mean, just Coach Walker keep us in the weight room, building our speed up, strength. We just use it on the field.
How will you guys use this open date, or do you know yet?
No, sir.
All right, then after that, it's down to Temple, a team. It's I don't know, they played A&M Consolidated night. I don't know the final, but that'll be a big game for you guys.
Yes, sir. We're gonna fight hard and do what we talk. Just try to come out with a win.
Good luck to you and enjoy the party tonight.
Thank you.
All right, you bet. That's Quinn Williams. Let's bring Coach Herbst in, and you know what, Coach? That's a big district win for you.
Big district win. You can never fault a win. I told the guys after the game I'm going to thank the Lord and address three things. I'm going to thank Him for the win. I'm going to thank Him that homecoming's behind us. And I'm going to also ask Him to help us with some of our off-the-field choices so that when we play a quality team and play well, we deserve to win next time.
Talk a little bit about, I call you Wounded Warriors. Now, I know that's not the proper name, but you guys had some, Vaughn didn't play, DJ didn't play. You guys banged up a little bit.
Well, we had several starters on defense out, and that's why we expect the offense to carry us, and they struggled at time. I think we lead North America in holding calls. We talked about that too at halftime. Did a little bit better in the second half, but it's just hard, especially when you're playing good teams, to overcome 3rd and 30. But if we can avoid those penalties, we won't be in that situation again.
You didn't have any problems on 3rd and 30. You seemed to pick it up pretty easily.
Well, we did, but everybody knows we're explosive on offense at times. Just sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Well, talk a little about the running tonight, and I know it's an old cliche, but Terrence Hamilton, I mean, gosh, last week, nearly 150 yards, A&M Consolidated. Tonight, I don't know what they had, 130, 135. That young man can tote the mill.
He runs hard, and he's inside, outside, and we're fortunate to have him. And as I told him, it does take a few blocks up front, and as a team and our cohesiveness, that's some things we got to do periodically is pat those offensive linemen on the back and tell them good job, and that'll encourage them to do even better the next time we're on the field.
And Jalen Harris just continues to amaze me. I think he's like a slippery minnow or something back there.
Well, he's a football player, number one, and he's been that way his whole life. Just put the ball in his hands and see what happens. And if we had to put him on defense, he'd be making plays over there too.
How will you guys spend your open date?
Well, we're going to take the weekend off and rest and try to recover, and we know we're going to get some injured guys back starting next week, and we've got 2 weeks to get ready for Temple, and we may need 3.
All right, good luck down Temple, Coach.
Thank you.
You bet. Just bring on Larky and wrap it up.
I'll tell you one thing that the coaches from this district learned tonight: don't let a Hamilton get a step on you because they're gone.
Yeah,
You're not catching them.
They got a lot of speed on this Waco High team. We talked to Quinn Williams. He can boogie. Jalen Harris can go. The Hamilton boys. It's King. There's just a lot of speed on this team, but they got to regroup now because they're going to have to beat Temple, College Station, Bryan. They have to beat one of them 3, plus Runner and University to make it to the playoff.
Well, we'll see what the future holds for the Waco Lions, but tonight they win 35-6 over the Rudder Rangers. For our entire crew here at Waco ISD TV, along with the coach Butch Henry, I'm Lark Smith. Good night from Waco ISD Stadium.